Good afternoon, guys, and happy Friday to all of your sunshiny faces. I actually need to really get to bed now, guys. I woke up like 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night last night. Like, I did not get very good sleep at all for some reason, so I was insanely tired, but I stayed up late tonight because Matthew came home tonight because we're going out, like, for stuff for his birthday tomorrow, and so, he was coming home tonight, but he had something else that was going on in the afternoon, so he couldn't come until much later. So he ended up coming home and it was late already, and so then we stayed up a little bit later. And on top of that too, we were also watching the Paralympic games, and so then we stayed up sort of late to watch that too. So I really need to get in the shower and get to bed so that I can go to, we have a bunch of stores to again go to tomorrow. I think we have to make a stop at Goodwill. We need to go to Walmart, Jewel, Aldi, and Menards also. And we have to, I don't really need to get a lot at Walmart, but I do at Jewel, and Jewel's actually going to be a big haul. There isn't really that much great sales that I really, you know, like saw that were going on, other than they have the, like, their 50-cent sale. The name of the promotion was, it was something like you're in luck for $50 or something, and it was like the 50-cent sale of like items that they had on sale for 50 cents. So there's a lot of really good stuff that I saw on there, and so I was like, oh goodness. Yeah, I don't know how much of the stuff they're gonna wind up having, and everything is a limit of 4 of like each individual item. And so like I said, they had a lot of stuff that I was pretty excited about, some pretty good deals and things like that. But again, it's the supply. I don't know how much stuff they're going to have in the store in stock, and also too, I don't really know, you know, like there was just a lot. Like they had at least like probably 20, close to 20 items, and again, I'm not going to get all of them because some of this stuff is either not as good sales, maybe at Aldi. Like they have like single roll paper towels for 50 cents. It's not really a great deal. I can normally get them for like a quarter or so. Or also too, like taco seasoning, normally that's like, I don't know, 30 cents maybe or something like that at Aldi. And then like I said, other handful of things too are like stuff that we don't use, so that's why I was like, I'm not going to get those things. But like I said, for the stuff that we do use, they actually had a lot of stuff. Like they had like 2-pound bags of rice for 50 cents. They had frozen vegetables for 50 cents. Ketchup for 50 cents. Obviously they're going to be the probably smaller size, you know, bottles. But again, like tuna for 50 cents. Plus I get 25 cents back for my bottle. It's only 25 cents for tuna. So like I said, there's like a handful of stuff that I saw that were really good deals and good sales and stuff like that. And then a couple of buy one get one free sales that they also have as well. So again, those are some things that I also want to take advantage of. But again, there's a lot of, you know, different like sale things that are going on this week, but there's not a lot of really great sales other than, like I said, sort of that 50-cent sale. But like they again had some pretty good deals. Like they have their one brand, I can't remember which one it is. I don't think it's Gordon's, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But one of the brands, name brands of the like fish sticks, fish patties, and like fish, I don't know the other one of her fish is something fish, like beer battered fish or something like that. Those ones were also on sale, buy one get one free, and so it worked out to be like $3.25 I think a box, which again, when I compared down to like what Walmart's price is on like fish, I figured, and I was comparing it to Gordon's too. I think maybe it's like the Vanderkamp fish or something like that, but when I compared it to, again, like Walmart's price, it was actually way cheaper. And again, like the fish patties I can use for, again, like when we do easy, like just like sandwich sort of dinners, and those are what I normally do like on Wednesday. And it's not like we do sandwich dinners, it's just like I try and find a different type of, like sometimes we'll do grilled cheese, or you know, that's normally just my day on Wednesdays to just cook something that I can just throw in the oven or else make on the stove top, because I don't like to have the crock pot out on Wednesdays because that's when I clean the kitchen, and it's hard to move it around and all that. I was telling you guys that I think yesterday. But so like I said, that's what I'm doing. Like this week is going to be grilled cheeses, but like a different week I might wind up doing, like I said, the like maybe next week I'll do the fish patties or whatever, like for fish sandwiches, or we can do like fish and chips, or you know, like I said, that kind of stuff. The fish sticks I'll probably just leave for people to have as like, you know, instead of chicken nuggets, because right now chicken nuggets are what's in the inside freezer, because like today Jack had off school, he just heated himself up some for lunch, or he'll have like leftovers or whatever. But like again, those are like on easy days, or like again during the weekends and stuff like that when everybody's home, like we just have like normally a box of something. And again, like the chicken nuggets, like a big 3-pound thing, we won't go through them probably about like close to a month, or like several weeks at least. And so again, having a box of like fish sticks in the freezer, it's just something that's fast and easy if somebody wants that for like I said, like a lunch or a snack sort of thing, or you know, somebody's really hungry and can just heat them up real quick, you know. And so it's something we just leave in the freezer. So like I said, I'll sort of rotate those then in. But the thing is like with the fish right now, because it's Lent, that's when we see the best sales on fish, shrimp, like I said, any types of like other type of frozen shrimp, like fish patties. Did I say shrimp? It's the best time we see sales on fish, like fish patties, fish sticks, you know, like I said, that kind of stuff. So you know, crab, all of that kind of stuff, just because that's normally, like I said, like we get that imitation crab sales and stuff like that too. And it's not that we don't see those sales throughout, you know, the regular portion of the year, but I did notice that again, the buy one get one free sales on the fish things that I'm doing this week will also be on sale next week. So I think I'm going to try and stock up and get some more. And again, like I said, just sort of do like start to get that in the rotation for right now. But again, well, that's on sale, that's awesome. So I can do those instead of using like chicken patties for chicken sandwiches or something like that. Or what else was I gonna say? Like we'll do, I don't know what else I normally do. So, but anyways, yeah, just to do that, like for right now, because again, we may not see a lot of sales on those that often. And then on top of that too though, like over the summer, I don't really love to do things that have to involve the oven, just because it gets so hot, you know, anyway, and I don't want the the air conditioning going crazy, you know, trying to keep the house cool while I'm heating it up to 400 degrees in the house with the oven. Because honestly, in the winter time when we have the oven turned on, because you know, like the furnace and everything like that's going, but when we have the oven turned on, it like takes the heat up in the house like crazy. Like you can tell when somebody has been using the oven, because it feels way warmer in the house versus when somebody's not using it. It keeps like the main sort of part of the house, it feels like a lot warmer when somebody is using the oven. And so again though, when it's the summertime, I don't want to do that. So that's why I try and, you know, I'm trying to get sales on things that I can do in the oven now, so that, you know, people have a nice long break over summertime when I probably will hopefully not do that as much. Again, to, you know, like I said, have a break from not having that kind of stuff. But I do want to stock up on some of those things again, you know, and sales and stuff like that that we can get on those things. So anyways, yeah, like I said, it'll be, I really feel like I should have enough room out in the freezer, but I'm gonna have a lot of freezer stuff, I realize, because on top of that too, March is frozen foods month as well, so there's also lots of sales, which again, I'll share with you guys hopefully if I can get most of the stuff that I plan on getting at Jewel tomorrow. But there's also a lot of sales on frozen food stuff, because like I said, March is frozen foods month, so that's why too you'll also see a lot of times freezers go on sale in March, specifically because people, because that is the month. Like, I don't know what made March the National Frozen Foods Month, and I don't know if it was like because people are less inclined to buy things that are frozen in March, or people are more inclined to. And so, you know, because if they are less, you know, like if, again, sales and all that kind of stuff, if people notice that like, oh, our sales figures for March in frozen foods is low, let's make it a national, you know, like frozen foods month, and then have all that stuff go on sale so that people buy more frozen foods. I don't know if that was why it first originally like was a thing, or if maybe that's just people for some reason buy a lot of frozen foods in March, so they decided to make it National Frozen Foods Month. I don't know, but that's when we see all the sales on, again, lots of frozen stuff. So again, I need to use up a lot of the stuff that we have out in the freezer, because we, like I said, got to get through rotating some of that stuff out and everything. But I told you guys how I went through my big list of all the stuff that's out there, which is really awesome because now we'll have a lot of room for freezer things and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's a lot of like we need to use up like the stuff that we have too. But you know, I got a lot of deals right now on some of that stuff, so that's why. So anyways, guys, yep, that is what has been going on sort of today. Again, like as far as, you know, Matthew came home and again got a lot of, you know, I finished my jewel list. Actually, I finished that yesterday, so I didn't really have anything that I had to do tonight as far as like, oh, list to get ready for, you know, tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, you know, like I said, I'll share with you guys though jewels, you know, haul and everything like that in tomorrow's vlog. But I, you know, like I said, I'm like, it's gonna be pretty expensive probably at Jewel, but then at the same time too, I was like, I don't know if I should like wait and not like get some of this stuff, wait to see what our freezer room space is going to sort of look like too. And like, I don't know, I'm just like, honestly, I feel like I've kept up really well with like, you know, again, all the stuff in the freezer and things like that, that I don't really seem to, like I said, I don't think we'll have that much of a problem. Like I could definitely maximize the space too. I feel like some things are sort of not really well organized, and not organized, but just like some of the stuff isn't really well like utilized, I guess, out in the outside freezer. And even in the inside freezer, we still actually have a really good amount of room. So it's just like I said, getting people to start using up some of those things and eating up some of our food and all that kind of stuff, because I'd like to, like I said, start, like we have a thing of ice cream that's in the inside freezer, and I was like, I don't know why nobody just wants to finish off the ice cream. Like I don't know if there's hardly any left. And here's the other thing too, guys, in our house, if there's just like, you know, like a few scoops left of ice cream, right, it'll sit in the freezer forever because nobody wants to be the last person, you know, the like mean person that winds up eating the last of the ice cream. So they just save it and save it and save it, and then nobody ever finishes it because nobody wants to be the person that finishes off the ice cream. So in our house, it just sits around for forever, and then nobody realizes, like, you know, they're like, oh, there's not that much left, I'll just leave it for somebody else then. And then nobody actually finishes it off. Like I think especially Jack and my dad seem to do that, and then they won't just like finish the ice cream. Like if you want it, finish it, like go ahead, like nobody's gonna get mad. But I feel like they just like don't want to be that person, and so like I said, it winds up sitting around, I feel like sometimes sometimes a lot, and so, you know, like, but I have two other things of ice cream out in the freezer outside, but I have one that's not finished yet still inside. And so I'm like, I just need somebody to finish this off, please. Like if you're not going to eat it, then tell me and I will make somebody else that wants to eat it. But you know, like I said, I feel like it's either that or else, like, I don't know, they just forget that it's in there and don't even know that we have ice cream in the freezer, or don't go looking for it, or like, I don't know, whatever the case may be. But we've had ice cream in the freezer now for like, I think at least maybe 2 weeks, and nobody has finished it, and it's really frustrating me. So yeah, because that's like one thing that again I could get moved inside if somebody would finish the ice cream that's in here, and I could get one of the ones from outside and bring it in, because I think I have, like I said, 2 outside right now. So anyways, guys, like I said, I'm mad that like that kind of stuff I feel like happens a lot. Like nobody wants to be the last person to finish off chips, so they just like leave the chips, and then nobody winds up finishing them, and then like they get stale. And so it's like, really? Like that's what happened. So yeah, anyways, guys, that's why sometimes in our house it's like, I feel like I'm like, oh, we don't have space for that stuff, or like food and stuff like that, whatever. But it's really just because we have like half opened things that didn't get, you know, nobody wants to like just, you know, or two, they like finish off pretty much everything, leave like crumbs in the bottom of the thing and put it back, because they would like, I don't want to be the person that again finished it off. And it's like, nobody's gonna eat the crumbs out of here, come on, just finish it. Like, you know, like don't put it back just because you're trying to be courteous, just finish it, you know, and be done with it, instead of, like I said, just putting back the crumbs, or again putting back like 2 scoops of ice cream. If you only had a couple scoops of ice cream anyway, just finish off the last like 2 little scoops of ice cream then. Don't just put it back for somebody else because you want to be courteous, because like probably nobody wants that much anyway. Like, you know, I don't know, it's just, yeah. So sometimes I feel like people are too nice. Just be mean about it, just be selfish, just take the last bit of it, okay? So anyways, I have to take a shower and get to bed, guys. I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.